All right. Apparently, that was way overkill. I dug that down consistently when it should have been level. So, uh, we're gonna fix it, but we're gonna keep going from that side to this side. We're not gonna try to fix this. We're gonna level from that end because we know that end is level. So we're gonna go from there this way and try to avoid the cable, of course. Wow, that's cool. That's part of an old horseshoe. I had a feeling they had horses up here at some point. Yes, not you. You're not a horse. You don't need shoes. You don't even like shoes. What are you talking about? You hate shoes. I put those little booties on you one winter and you went crazy. Running around the house, taking them off. Yes, you did. You did. All right. Ooh. A perfect world, I wouldn't have to dig this at all. And I really am going to try not to be extremely, I'm going to try to be extremely careful around this thing. I have a feeling they put a bunch of rocks around it for a reason. Yeah, we're not going to mess with that one too much. Because I'm going to put a 2x4 over the top of it anyway. Don't want to rest the weight of the I don't want to rest the weight of the greenhouse on the cable itself. Actually, I may not even dig this at all. This may just be the high side, dude. I think that's what we're gonna do. I'm so paranoid, man. This is my internet. You guys would never get any other YouTube videos if I fuck this up, man. So we're gonna just have this be the high side, and we're gonna just act like it was never discovered. Because I'm too paranoid. I saw the way that thing was bowing just from the earth growing on top of it. So I'm gonna trust that I'm gonna level everything else off of this side. That makes sense. I don't feel as crazy now. Yes, I see you, girl. Now that I think about it, I did do a whole bunch of overkill, huh? Come up on that side. That's easy to do. All right. dug up all this dirt, might as well use it. All right, still got to come up. Yeah, we still got to come up. All right. This is a nice thing about using a 2x4. It's not perfectly straight, but it gives you a flat surface a relatively flat surface to set your level on. Now we're getting there. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. All right. Almost there. I was almost there. I know you guys are gonna laugh at me. I dug all of those trenches for nothing, didn't I? Nothing. Well, if you think about it, I dug those trenches as a path for water to escape. So I didn't dig them for nothing. I had the right idea. And just by slowly packing these rocks underneath this, I can get this closer to level, and then I got a ground to work on. Now, of course, that's what people use a string for, totally reinventing the wheel. But that's what happens. Now, I need to build up on that side a little bit more. That's pretty good. Got to build up on that side a little bit more. Look out now. I have to say, it's a lot easier to level things after you dug deeper than it is to try to dig it right. Now, it's also a lot easier to backfill. Especially when you know you got giant rocks, so many giant rocks to choose from. Oh, that's a big one. This is why I don't move these too far from the job site, because you never know when you might need to put one back. It's gonna take up some space. build a base of rocks. And this will also keep drainage down, you know, keep it allowing drainage. Because the rocks don't let everything fill with dirt and mess up everything. Oh, can I grab it? Oh, it's heavy, heavier than she looks. All right. Now, well, that's what a shovel's for, huh? Wherever I put it. What's up, brother? I know I'm not done yet. Might as well compost something. Oh, do it the wrong way. Should be doing it that way. I just didn't want to hit my window. We're not far off on this side. No, we're not far off at all. Yeah, this side's going to be pretty good. And our biggest issue is going to be that. So, seems like we're going to be slinging rocks. Just trying to make this faster. But the nice thing about big rocks is they allow good drainage. So that whole side is going to allow really good drainage. Let's see. Can we do it? Am I going too far? I think I'm going too far. I was never a center in high school, so Yep, definitely going too far. And not far enough. In case you were wondering, yes, this was part of my plan all along. I wanted to have a really good drainage area. So whenever this thing fills up, if we ever get a big rain, all of these rocks will allow water to drain. I wish it drained in a better place than underneath the fiber, but it's better than terminating in our soil where our garden can flood. I think I told you in the beginning, I'm the king of doing too much. This is an example. But it's a useful example. And I got all of these rocks from digging these things, so. Might as well put them to use. See, it's a nice little drainage ditch. And all this will help make sure our soil never gets waterlogged. And then we'll top this off with some of the dirt we excavated out of it. It'll be good. It'll be good. Whew. It's heavier than it looks. Man, oops. So it happens. You got one good hand. Oh, Mr. Meow. I hear you. Are you bored? He's just bored. I'm sure there was quite a few of you who were wondering why I was digging that ditch so deep. Oh, not too far. I was not a cornhole champion, if you can't tell. All right. Probably don't need quite as much over here. So. The goal is to always leave a little path for water to run. You know? You don't want a big blockage. You know, more of a path. You can see how it's coming together now. We'll level it off, but this will have a clear path where underneath the soil, all these big rocks keep water from flooding our stuff. There's always an easy way out there. And like I said, it's easier to backfill, especially when you got all these big rocks, to level it out. Digging that trench is the hardest. Theoretically, I should have dug it on this side where I got this outlet, but here we are. I had intended to dig this out, but I'm gonna leave it. I don't think it'll flood because this, as water comes down here, it'll flood out here before it can get around to the other side if all that's level. That's my thinking. Now I'm not a not a civil engineer or nothing, but that's my thought process. You watched all the videos and you got to see it unfold. Sorry for not explaining nothing. Said a little bit in snippets. All right. Where we are. go too high. You still level? Yep. Oh. Come down. That's weird. So this has to be yeah. That's it. Lowered it. There we go. Now that's level. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm leveling one side, and then I'm trying to butt this up to it so it's at the same level. You see? I can get that pretty dang close. And then by doing that, when I move this, it should be it's too high. Yeah, it's too high. So we got to come down. Now again, I'm not being 100% accurate because I'm just using what I got. But you'll hear me say it a lot. It's close enough for government work. My mom was a civil servant. No, I'm kidding. I heard that on a comedy show or something. All right, we're on the right track, y'all. Yeah, following that line. Because this is my goal, right? I'm going to use these 2x4s as the base to put the thing on. But I really want to use it mostly in the corners. I don't really want to run it the whole way because then you cut them and you lose some of your like the pressure treated, it only goes so much, you know. But now we got an idea on the you know, on where we needed to be to level this out and what height we needed to be at, and we got our drainage ditch. All in all, I don't think we did all that work for nothing. But I know I got an 8-foot pole, I got a 6-foot level. So if I keep up with those measurements, I can get my 16. I can get my 10 foot and my 20-foot runs. I'm gonna put some more rocks up there just to keep up with what we were doing with the drainage ditch. Let's see, can I left-hand it? Nope. Ooh. See, if you keep your stuff, you don't got to pay for gravel. The earth provides. Now granted, it's not, well, it's close to the same color. And I just try to make sure the flat pieces aren't sitting flat, you know, they're on the side or something, you know, creating a pathway. And the big pieces can help with that, right? So we'll do this, we'll do that, and that way we got a little bit more space and a little tunnel underneath it where water can go unobstructed, you know? And these rocks create a natural channel. See? That's my idea. Alright, let's check where we're at. I don't even think we're 8 feet yet. Level. Still pretty level. Came down a little bit actually. Gotta lift that up. Is that better? Alright. This part. Come down a little bit. I was trying to watch where I put the rocks. Because sometimes you need to move the rocks to lower the level. Yep. One of those. I knew it. That's one of those. I mean, granted, I know it ain't perfect. And hear all the critics say it. And I'll say it again for the critics. It's close enough for government work. Now we see. Yep. So I thought we still gotta go. We go down a little bit, huh? Yep. Allergies. Come up a tiny bit on this side. Just a tiny bit. Oh, fantastic. All right, let's add a little bit more. Move this party down. Still staying even, Stevens. Move this party down. Still even. Move this party down. Still even. All right. So yeah, we're not far off from level over here. Yeah, man. Yeah, buddy. All right. So I am gonna try to butt this one up with this corner and try to keep it level all the way around as well. But that is pretty dang close, if you ask me. That's really close, holy shit. And that one was pretty close to level when we built it. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I don't know, man. I think we might leave it. I think we might leave it. All right. Ding, 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 ding. All right. Let's backfill. Let's backfill. Backfill this up a tiny bit just to level it out with that. Should have taken those staples out. But here we are. And I'm gonna make sure that everything around both of these is filled in. That's basically what I'm doing. I just want the ground around them to be pretty secure. I know it ain't perfect and it ain't all gravel, so it is likely to move. And it will be subjected to being in the ground. These are both pressure treated woods. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna get those angles lined up. I'll get these angles lined up. I'll grab some more 2x4s. And then we'll get ready to put some tubes up.